People are now demanding that in Parliament we should have a vote on whether to send troops to Ukraine or not, which Keir Starmer did say in opposition he would change the law so any votes like this should go through Parliament, but they technically don't have to right now. We've got Labour MPs like Diane Abbott and Clive Lewis calling for a vote. We've got the Lib Dem leader saying that they support the action, but they still want a vote. And Ed Davey even used this moment to attack Reform, saying that they are Trump bootlickers because he thinks that they won't support this. We haven't heard much from the Conservatives on this today. Kemi Badenoch has been at an event where she's been blaming the left for everything and going into culture wars, while the rest of the adults around the world are sitting in Paris talking about the actual security of Europe. The prospects of sending the UK military into Ukraine has obviously sent the political establishment and the media establishment into a frenzy, but as we know, Keir Starmer this morning posted an op-ed in the Daily Telegraph saying that helping to guarantee Ukraine's security is helping to guarantee the security of our country and continent, and that we are facing a once-in-a-generation moment for the collective security of our continent. This is not only a question about the future of Ukraine, it is existential for Europe as a whole. The whole prospect of sending troops to Ukraine is contingent on if there is a peace deal. We are not talking about sending troops into an active war zone, but in the meantime, Keir Starmer is now talking about more NATO spending. We need to spend more on our defense because I think they're not saying the quiet part out loud that we just cannot rely on the US anymore. So we know that Keir Starmer's in Paris today for this very hastily put together impromptu meeting between EU leaders and representatives that's been put together mostly in response to all the comments that's been coming out from the US over the last few days, basically hinting at the fact they don't really care about Europe anymore and they're not going to guarantee any securities for the future. And obviously with what's happening with Trump going ahead with a peace deal with Russia without even involving Ukraine. Even Zelensky said today Ukraine regards any talks about Ukraine without Ukraine as such they have no result, and we cannot recognize any agreements about us without us. People are frightened that Trump is just going to go ahead, make a deal with Russia, not involve Europe, not involve Ukraine, and Russia's going to get everything that it wants without Trump or the US caring about the long-term implications of that deal, while also trying to get the gains of being the peacemaker in the short term.